Hey guys, we're taking a look at Dragon's Lair Part 2, Escape from Singe's Castle, on the Amstrad CPC, of course. And as you probably noticed recently, I did a long play of the original game, and it seems to prove quite popular with you guys, and quite a few comments and messages asking me to take a look at Part 2. So here it is, and I'm happy to say that it's much better than the first game. You may remember I sort of really quite slagged the game off, the first part, for having some really awful and broken laggy controls, which you know, for a game that requires sort of tight and responsive controls, it was pretty insulting, to be honest. However, as I said, I'm pleased to report this is much better, and it's eschewed a lot of the dungeon type levels that the first game was full of, where you had to sort of work out and guess which the right key is to press at the right time. And also, there's only a couple of levels of that on this sequel, and yeah, the controls are much more responsive, nice and tight. So excellent. It's by the same guys as well, I believe, but this time featuring some really fantastic music from Rob Hubbard, more famous for his Commodore 64 music, like Monty on the Run and stuff like that. He's done an excellent job here with the Amstrad's chip. And here we go, right on to the first level. And straight away, like, the presentation's much better, graphics, and there's a lot going on screen there. And you've got to press the right direction key at the right time. It tells you which one you need to be going through. So no blindly trying to guess which is the right way to go, like on the first game. Controls, as I said, nice and responsive. And it looks really lovely presented. And some nice music. Could get a little bit garish at times, but looks like the graphics program is having great fun playing with the Amstrad palette there. I think it's about 8 screens of that, and then you get 3 screens of these whirlpools. These are a little bit more tricky. Nearly got caught there. To be honest, it's not that hard. In fact, the game generally isn't that hard, save for a couple of levels which are quite swines. I actually got through this pretty much on my first go, apart from the second to last level, which we'll come on to later. Oh yeah, and at the end of the video, I've got some bonus clips for you. So watch on after I complete the game. I've just done a little selection of all the death scenes. 1 or 2 of them are very cool, actually, especially the last one. Some actually quite nice animation. So watch out for that at the end of the video. Showing you a few screens left on this before we get on to level 2. Now take a look at the other versions. Commodore 64 version is most similar to this one. It pretty much everything's laid out exactly the same in the way you need to go and stuff. You'll see that on later levels. Graphics are very similar as well. The only difference between the two versions, the Amstrad and Commodore 64, well, the Amstrad graphics are much better because they're a lot more colourful. But the Commodore 64 version has that wonderful SID chip. It's the same music, but it's by the SID chip. So, you know, the SID chip always tends to win out. So it'll be a toss-up whether you prefer more colourful graphics or just slightly beefier music. Specky version comes last out the bunch, unfortunately. From what I've seen, you know, obviously it's not going to have as much colours on the screen. But I've noticed at times it's quite it slows down quite a bit. It's quite laggy. It's missing some like nice animations and little touches that the Amstrad and Commodore version has, unfortunately. Right, anyway, on to level 2. And I really like this level a lot. It's got some really mad, colourful, psychedelic graphics going on there, and a really, really funky tune playing as well. Really love this music. It's quite awesome. Now Durkee, he's been chased by a giant boulder behind him, sort of Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark styling, whilst avoiding those other balls, but most importantly avoiding the holes in the floor. And it's quite hard to actually judge those holes, so what I suggest is try and when you run past one of those balls swinging, get as far back as you can, so just give you a little bit more time to judge the jump. And you need to get right close to the edge of the hole and hold the fire button down as well as the down key. And it's worth holding the fire button down as well, just so I seem to make the jumps a little better there. And there we go, that should be the end of the level. There you go, quite a short level, but it's actually quite tricky to master, believe it or not. Give it a try. Right, on to level 3, which is one of those dungeon levels where you've got to basically work out the right keys to press at the right times. But thankfully, unlike the first game, this will allow you to sort of hammer a key before you need to use it. So you're going to be jumping left, so you can start pressing left and right and jumping right now. So you can hammer the right key as much as you want. Swing now. That's firing down to swing your sword, but you've got to wait just for a split second for him to appear on there, otherwise he'll still grab you. Right, you're moving up, and then you're moving left, you're moving down, and now you've got to just time your jumps over this sort of a rotating disc around the floor there. And as before in my last playthrough of Dragon's Lair 1, I'll write the keys you need to press in the description of the video. Make it easy for you at home. Okay, move to the right now. As I said, you can start hammering the keys before you need to move. You've got to time these jumps very carefully though. Jump now. A few more jumps and then you move into the right and you sit on the throne, and that's the end of that level. Move right, and that's level 3 done. And if you notice already, you've got different music for each level, which is a really good touch. You can tell the team behind making this have spent a lot of time and effort into the game. It's not the greatest game in the world, but I appreciate the effort programmers have gone to. Right, level 4. This is pretty easy. You've got to basically find your sword and kill the Lizard King there. Those doorways take you randomly around the map, I think. No, they do take you to certain locations, but it becomes a bit of a maze. I think you're supposed to avoid those rats, but I've let them run into me before and it hasn't killed me. And those markings on the floor on the lower bit there means you can't run past that bit. There you go, the sword's just appeared. I've picked up the sword. I'm just going to wait for the right moment to attack the Lizard King. Right, he's over there, so wait for him to move out the way of that doorway. Okay, get some space, swing your sword, and he's a goner. That's it. Dead easy, that level. Right, level 5 is it? I think it is. This is another cool level, like level 2. You're on the back of some skeletal spirit horse or something like that, and basically all you got to do is avoid those sort of blocks of wall that are flying towards you. Those round balls, I'm not quite sure what they are. So the instructions said something about they're blocks of ice or fire or something like that, but they don't kill me, so I presumed you were supposed to collect them when I first played this to get more points or something like that. But anyway, just avoid the chunks of wall there. We've got some lovely psychedelic colours again. It's very well presented, with a good sense of speed and urgency as well from that, and some more cool music as well. Once you've played this level a couple of times, it's actually quite easy to do. There's only 8 levels in this game, so after this one we're already on to level 6, so you know, progressed quite far already, quite easily. And there we go, on to level 6. Nice little completion screen there. Gained an extra life as well. Those little eyelid things, whatever the hell they are, they symbolise how many lives you got, of course. Right, we've got another dungeon level, so I'll talk you through what you need to press at the right times. Alright, move right, and you're moving up. Get ready to swing your sword. Swing now, get rid of those snakes. Moving right. Now you just swing your sword now, kill the spider. Jump, move left. And swing your sword. Moving down. Now this bit's important. Don't press any key just yet. You're about to jump left, but not. Wait for it now. Then now press your left key. Otherwise you'll die. And then you've got 2 jumps to the right, and that's this level done. One more jump to the right. And we've escaped. 2 more levels to go. Level 7 coming up now. Now this one's a real swine. This, to be honest with you, it's a bit of a mystery how you actually do this. Yeah, you got like it's a disappearing mosaic floor. You had some flashing tiles at the start there. I'm not quite sure what they represent, whether they're tiles that you can stand on and they won't disappear underneath your feet. But sometimes they did. Maybe you got to move on them when they turned an orange colour or something, or blue colour before you can stand on them safely for as long as you want. You can swing your sword to kill that bat there. But anyway, what I did to do this level, because I couldn't be arsed spending hours and hours working it out, there's a Commodore 64 Longplay, and it's pretty much identical to the Amstrad version, done by a chap called Dershmi on YouTube. I strongly suggest you look at his channel. He's got lots of great long plays, and I watched what he did, and I've basically copied him. And the way to do it is you move up the first 2 squares, you wait for 2 sort of changes to happen, right 2, down 1, then you've got to wait for about 10 changes. After 10 changes, go down 1, right 3. Now on the next change, go right 1 more, and up 3 times. After that, you move up 1, left 4, then up 3, left 3, and up 1 quickly, and then left 1, down 1, left 2, to where we are now. Wait about 9 changes, and then run to the left through that left door. Don't use the top door. That's not the exit. Anyway, I'll write them all in the description. There you go, that's that one done. If anyone's got any other theories of how to do that level properly, what you're supposed to work out there, let me know. Anyway, we're on to the final level. And you're about to escape the castle, but you've got to get past all these mudmen first. So you've got to pick up that object there, that spinning eyeball type thing. Move to the furthest you can, sort of top left there, before the gap in the floor, or canyon, or whatever you want to call it, cliff. Wait there, and the mudman there will start flinging some mud, and he'll build a bit of a bridge for you to run across. About 3 of them will make the bridge for you, but before you run across, you've got to make him stop throwing the mud. So on this version, which is different to the Commodore and Speccy versions, You need to run all the way down to about here-ish, and he'll stop flinging his mud. Run back up, and then you can run across the bridge there. That's the only way I've managed to do it. Every other time while he's still flinging mud, I've died. There he goes. All you got to do is get right to the very edge there and time the jump across. And don't get blasted with that lava. That's where you need to be. Wait for the big blast and jump. And there we go, we've done it. It's like a genie in a lamp with a magic carpet. It's taken me home. And we've completed Dragon's Lair 2. Woohoo! But that's it, I'm afraid, guys. Not much of a completion screen, and the game will just loop round back to level 1. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Certainly thought it was a decent game. It's much improved from the first one, definitely, and it's quite fun actually. So I'm going to give this about, if I had to give it a score, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, I reckon. Yeah, 7 out of 10, that's fair. It's perhaps getting a bit generous. Perhaps not aged particularly well, but you know, full marks for effort though. Certainly some of those levels look really great, and there's different music for each level. Now, okay, thanks for watching, and watch out for the end of the video. I'm going to do a little compilation of all the deaths that occur. Watch out for the last one there, based on the Mudmen level. That's pretty cool. Which is a shame they didn't do a completion of the game sort of animation or screen. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy, and see you next time. Cheers, bye.